Hey guys, Scott here from the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com. And today is a very, very special day for me because I've been waiting for this to come here in the mail for a couple days, and I've just been excited, waiting like a kid on Christmas Day. And it finally came here today. I did peek inside the box, so this is not going to be a 100% unboxing as it would be, as if it were sealed up. I did open it up. I just wanted to see, what was in there. This is really cool. This is something I ordered from Steve's Detector Rods out in Oklahoma. And I'm talking to Steve a little bit, trying to figure out what I wanted and stuff. And so he helped me decide what was the better route to take. But in this box is a very, very, very cool carbon fiber shaft setup for the XP Deus 2. And I'm really excited about it because not only does it have his mount system for the remote, he's been working with RC Diggs as well. Now, RC Diggs is the mount that I use on my XP Deus right now it's the remote cover, remote case. And he's making those for Steve now. And so they both come up with this way to mount the RC Diggs mounts to Steve's detector rod. So this is super cool. I'm going to show you both mounts and both setups here. But let's get everything out of the box, and then I'll bring over the cases and stuff that RC Diggs has also sent me, and then we'll put things together, and then at the end of the video get to see everything fully assembled. Okay? So in the box, let's see what we got here. It was packed very well, by the way, and thank you, Steve. You did a good job at that. Really impressed with the packing. And there's no chance this would have been broken at all the way it's been packed. I mean, look at that. Bubble wrap, double bubble wrapped paper. I did start to open this a little bit, so this doesn't look like it originally did. There's an Allen wrench that's adhered to the plastic bubble wrap here. But this is going to be the arm cuff. The fact that this arm cuff, I believe, is molded in a way that the Deus will not tip over, as you all are probably familiar with when it's fully collapsed. That's one of the hangups I have with the design of the shaft. I had additional kickstand for it that I was sent, and I do use that. It does help, but this is going to be way better. I'm already looking at it going, wow, this is a big difference. Very nice screw setup here. Allen wrench to tighten screws in. They don't fall out. It's kind of, this is going to be nice. I can already feel how it feels in my hand. It's like super cool. And then he's got the pad for your elbows, and it's adhesive, so you can stick it wherever you want to once you get it all set up. So very cool. That's going to be a nice, what am I looking for, the word? Cuff. All right. So here, this thing is super light, guys. Super light. So this is the main shaft itself. I'll try to open it here without doing any damage. Oops. Rocky's coming over to check it out. Oh, look at that. Steve's detector rods right on it. There you go. If you guys are looking for one of these rods, go over there to Steve Detector Rods. There's his website. He is a very cool guy to talk to and work with. Highly recommend it. Just a nice, super nice guy. I ended up talking to him for like over an hour one night, just trying to get this thing figured out. We had a lot of stuff in common, and he knew where I grew up, and he's been into those areas. So that was really cool. Man, this is nice. Look at that. I'm so excited about this. I can't take it. Oh. So he's got these locking systems in there. Yep. Just like that. It's going to lock together. Oh, I can't wait to put this together. So this is the shaft itself. It is so light, folks. I mean, I can't even tell you how light it is right now. And it has such a good feel to it. That's awesome. I also did get the, and this is going to be the lower rod, the lower shaft for the coil, if I'm not mistaken. Double check here. Yep. And that's nice. He put a little twist tie in there to keep the washers in place so you don't have to worry about losing those. So that is going to be your lower shaft for this setup. I cannot believe how light this thing is. Rocky's over there chewing on a ball if you can hear the noise in the background. This is just fantastic. 100% fantastic. So the coil or the elbow or the cuff will go obviously in here, and then I'll tighten that down and adjust it to what I want it to be, and then it'll be done. So we got that. So I'll put this all together and show you. And then I also got the counterbalance. So this also will be used to counter the weight. It's going to screw in. I don't know where. Probably back here somewhere. I'm thinking. Back in the end. Yep. This unscrews. And so this is actually heavier than I thought it would be. It's going to be interesting to see how this feels. I've never used a counterbalance before weight. And I'm anxious to see how that works out. But you see how this unscrews, and then this would screw in there so it all balances itself out. So we'll try that out as well. Man, what a nice setup. I don't think I've ever had a nicer setup than this. And I think that's it. I think I did see his card in here somewhere. I think it was in this bag. Yep. So he sent me a business card. And so again, if you're looking to hook up with Steve, this is his card. This is information. Steve's Detector rods, custom-made carbon fiber metal detector rods and shafts. He's got his email address in there, website, and he's on Facebook. So if you guys are looking for one of his rods, now you know how to find them. All right, let me put this together, get this stuff out of the way. I'll put all this together, and then we'll come back and I'll let you know what I think when it's fully assembled. All right, guys, I have it together. I just wanted to give you a little look here. It's going to be hard for me to show this in the garage, but it is fully assembled. The arm cuff is amazing. I have not put the adhesive on yet, so this is still not assembled. But it's got a new locking mechanism for the back of it for the remote. It's got a little screw system in here. Unloosen the screw, put the control box on, and then push this kind of like a nut up against and then tighten it down. Keeps it from, moving. I do like that. It's got really nice cam locks here, also down by the lower shaft. So once you get it lined up, it sits flat. It's not going to fall over. I like it. I like it a lot. This is exactly the length that I'm going to use for myself, and that's perfect. Sits on my arm perfectly. It just feels good. All in all, this is a really sweet shaft from Steve's Detector rods. There is another control mount, or the remote case, control case. I'm going to show you that here in a minute and show you the difference. This mount that's already in here for the remote actually unscrews. So it comes all the way out, and then you screw the other one in if you want to interchange it, which is really super nice. Because prior to this, with the RC case cover, you're fully committed. You're screwing 2 screws on the sides. There's no way to really take them on and off without undoing the screws. And if you do that long enough, it's going to wear the screws out and it's going to get loose. So, and I already have one that's actually getting loose. So the new design he's come up with is a screw system where you screw the remote case into the shaft and it's tight, and then it doesn't fall out or anything like that. So I'm going to put that on next and give you guys a look and show you what that looks like as well. So let me go get those cases and I'll be back. All right, guys. So I brought out the 2 cases I wanted to show you from rcdigs.com. He was kind enough to send me, in addition to what I had ordered, I ordered the Deus 2 case. If you haven't seen these before, they're really nice. So basically, you have 2 screws on the top that unscrew, and the top of this comes off. And you basically put the remote inside the case, like so, and it slips in there really nice. The original ones were really tight, but since I recommended to him to I told him that for me they were too tight, and he made a change, and now they're awesome. So you get the idea. This is supposed to be. I don't think I have it on here right. Actually, I don't. But anyway, the case goes in here, and then you put the lid on top, and it's real nice because you have, if you use the antenna, the external wire goes right up through there and then sits right in the top, so you don't have to worry about any kind of like extra clip-on mount or anything like that. It'll just sit in there, and it actually works just fine. So I love this case. I've used it all last summer. This is the new one. Like I said, it's got the honeycomb kind of top and bottom to it now, which makes it really nice for the water kind of won't run through. So this is gonna be really sweet for the water detecting this summer. But anyway, his remote case cover, whatever you want to call it, is threaded, so it actually screws in. So if you come down here and you look at the mount that Steve put on the machine, I already have it loose, so I can just take it off. You can untwist it. It comes out, so it's interchangeable, which I think is just fantastic. Because like I said, if you committed to RC Dig's case, originally you would have to put 2 screws in the shaft, and you were kind of committed. You really couldn't change it out, and I wanted to use my WS6 periodically, and I really couldn't because I committed. But now you have this mount, and it should just go in here. So once you get it lined up and mounted right in here, lined up, the threads lined up, it should just screw right in there. Now I'm doing this for the first time, by the way, so I want to see myself. And the nice thing is, once it gets tight, then you can adjust you can adjust how you want it. Like I'm doing right now, I'm gonna like it just about there, and then I'm gonna adjust my coil because my coil's not right now. It's kind of twisted, so I'm gonna change the coil to line it up that way. And now, look at that. I have the RC mount right on Steve's detector rod. And that, my friends, is a fantastic combination. I'm really excited about that. If you can't tell my excitement in my voice, you should, because I'm just giddy with happiness right now. That, my friends, is amazing. Look at that. I love it. And I have the counterweight balance to screw in the back of it too. So that's the other thing I wanted to show you. This counterweight, I don't remember how heavy this is, but the same thing applies. You have this screw in the back that you unscrew. It's in there, obviously. And then you have the counterweight one. And that just screws right in the back, just like so. This is so awesome. I'm so excited. I really want to give a shout out to Steve's Detector Rods. This setup is completely worth every penny. He is a perfect guy to work with, really friendly. RC Digs, these guys are awesome as well, making these mounts for your remote. Man, I can't wait to use this tomorrow. Oh my gosh. You can't even, like, all the weight's in the back. You can't even feel it. It's like super light. Jeez. I wish it wasn't dark. I'd be out there right now. Well, anyway, check it out. Here's a new case. I showed it again. This is the one that you have to put in the Days 2 shaft, and you have to run 2 screws on the inside so it holds it in, but you're committed. Just know that. Well, you can take the screws out and put your old mount back on if you want. If you wanted to use something like WS6 Master, but the more you take these screws out of the shaft, it's going to be, you might have to use bigger ones down the road just to keep it tight. So just keep that in mind. But if you're looking for one of Steve's carbon fiber shafts, detector rods with the RC Digs mount, oh man, that is the way to go, my friends. I love it. And believe me, I don't review products unless I like them. So you'll never see me do negative reviews on things just because it's negative. I don't believe in that. I believe in giving people the airway. If they have a good product and I get my hands on it and like it, I'm doing videos on it. I'm going to try to promote and push their product out there. I love this shaft so much right now. I can't even begin to tell you how giddy I am with happiness. This is really, really nice. And I'm glad I finally pulled the trigger. And Steve, over at Steve Detecting Rods, thank you very much for your hospitality and, just helping me figure out what I wanted to get. And he worked with me, got me through everything I needed with the counterweight. We talked about drilling holes in for the external antenna. If I wanted to run it up through the shaft itself, I could do that. I told him I didn't want that. So, this is what I got. This is what I wanted. This is exactly what I was thinking. And then this is just cherry on the top because of this case. I really do like the case. I really feel secure when I have it on my machine now. I even feel 100% better. So if you're looking for one of these cases, rcdigs.com. It's on the back here. You can see it etched in there, rcdigs.com. Reach out and tell them the Mental Metal channel sent you. Shout out to them. They're fantastic to work with. The quality of this product, the case is amazing. It's good stuff. It's strong. The quality of the shaft, Steve's Detector rods, flawless. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, here's Steve's information again. I will put all this stuff in the description of the video, but I can't thank these guys enough for hooking me up the way they did. So this is exactly what I was hoping for, and I'm tickled to death. So thanks, Steve, and thank you, rcdigs.com. You guys are amazing as well. So I'm going to give, I'm not going to say that. This one will be given out to one of my Patreon members. So we'll have a giveaway soon. So if you want to get in on our giveaway, join our Patreon group. But we have a lot of Days 2 users in there. So that'll be going to one of them. But hey, I just want to say thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning into the channel, coming back. You guys are amazing out there, subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Like I said, join us on Patreon, or you can join us on our Mental Metal Alliance and YouTube memberships as well. And you're also going to start seeing me on TikTok. Don't tell anybody yet, but I'm going to TikTok too. I'm going to try to do some stuff over there. So thanks for watching today, and hope to see you in another Mental Metal video. See ya.